right, breaking news in the rock world. Today is Sunday, November 23rd. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning that I'm recording this. Sudden news came out in the metal world. Alissa White-Gluz has parted ways with Arch Enemy after 12 years. The statement reads, after 12 years in Arch Enemy, we have parted ways. I am forever thankful to the thousands of amazing fans we have met along the way. I can't wait to share what I've been working on with all of you. Stay tuned for big news in 2026 and see you very soon. Okay, we don't have to wait for 2026. Okay. 3 hours ago, she posted that on Instagram. 2 hours after that happened, her first single is out on YouTube. It's called The Room Where She Died by Alissa. So we don't have to wait very long. Apparently, people want to know, like, okay, the internet's buzzing. Is it a bad breakup? Did something happen? Was there an argument about creativity? None of that stuff matters. That's personal. That's family business. When you're in a band, it's similar to being in a family, especially when you've been together for 12 years. Here's the thing. She already has singles. She already has videos filmed. She already has collaborations she's done outside of Arch Enemy. This could just be a natural progression. This could all be something that was agreed to long before. Oddly enough, we're after the summer festival season. We're after the touring season. We're getting in towards the dead of winter. So things start to settle down a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But this one is called The Room Where She Died by Alissa. So this is Alissa's first release since the news, 2 hours after the announcement. So let's check this out and see where she's going with it. Everyone realizes that in Arch Enemy, her primary role has been the harsh vocal. Arch Enemy is one of the original metal bands in the form of a female harsh vocalist. They were one of the first bands to do it where it was mainstream. They had some success with it in the early 2000s with previous iterations, but they were one of the first bands that allowed a female vocalist to do harsh vocal and set a standard that so many bands now do every day. So you got to tip your hat to the band Arch Enemy for introducing that dynamic to the world. Of course, Alissa has been in the band for 12 years. So let's see where she goes. As you know, the revolving carousel of band members in various bands has been going on the last few months. We've been seeing a lot of departures of different various members from various projects and bands. So this is nothing new. It's part of the natural progression. Alissa has been in other bands. Some of those bands don't even exist anymore. Some of her previous projects have had other vocalists that we enjoy as well. So her career in metal music has transcended multiple projects and multiple styles. But in the realm of Arch Enemy, a lot of her vocal talent was pushed the majority of her exposure vocally was always on the harsh side. A lot of people don't take enough time to realize she's a really good melodic vocalist too. So I have no idea where this is going. This is 6 minutes and 43 seconds long. This is a really long video. So I don't know if there's no, it doesn't look like there's any credits at the end. So this is some sort of epic storytelling. So let's see where she goes with it. This may not even be anything that's metal. This may be completely an artistic expression video. And if it is, who knows what's going to come up next. Here we go. Okay. So far, this is nothing resembling Arch Enemy, unless you are just looking at, oh, the sound of Alissa doing harsh vocal is the sound of Arch Enemy. There is a non-traditional metal bass line. The drums are not four on the floor, big epic metal drums. There's no power metal in here. There is a funky, jazzy stylization in here. A lot of melodic. Most of it is melodic. She's only using harsh vocal to extend it. I think it's a stark artistic departure for her. This is definitely not something that we're used to hearing from her. And I could see why she's setting the tone immediately. Do I think it's prog metal? I'm not saying it's that. It's still relatable. Whereas prog metal has a tendency to be so layered, so dynamic, you can kind of get lost. I think she's still trying to keep some semblance of relatability to the people that love that style of music. But from an arrangement style and a composition, it is a stark change from the big traditional power metal of Arch Enemy that has been that same formula that they have sat for a long time. This is very different. This will remind you a little bit like a kind of a Ginger vibe, a little bit, kind of that funky vibe. There's some dynamics in here that kind of take you towards a little bit more of a modern groove metal vibe. A lot of but it's not just metal. There's a little bit of a this is so different, it's hard to explain it. And I could see why the video now is so long, because she's trying to not just punch you in the face with it. She's trying to, this is what I'm doing now. This is the road I'm trying to go down. It's very different than what you're used to from me. Try to find something in this you like, and let's build this together. Will it work for her? I don't know. One of the problems with bands like Arch Enemy, like certain bands, is that they've been doing the same thing so long that their fan bases, that is all they want. And so the transition of fan bases may not happen. And Alissa had to believe in her heart there's a very good chance that the Arch Enemy fan base may not follow with me in mass. She had to decide that, and she has to be okay with that. To do something like this, she has to realize that and I think she's kind of figuring out something here. The Arch Enemy fan base and that traditional big epic metal formula that's been there for 25, 30 plus years, that fan base is slightly decreasing, and more dynamic, modern metalcore, dynamic vibes, more modern takes are what's on the rise. But as an artist, when you've done the same thing for 12 years, big harsh vocals, big metal, elaborate metal, and they stick to a formula, after a while, you have to tell yourself, at some point as an artist, I want to put my own stamp on something, because previously, as Alissa in Arch Enemy, it's Arch Enemy. This is her artistic expression. I hope it goes well for her. I hope that she finds something that is uniquely her, or something that she's enjoyed, that she's like, man, I like that. What if she's sitting in Arch Enemy for 12 years and she's like, I love this. I love the family. I love the fans. I love what we do. And going from 2020 to now, the last 5 years, she's seeing all these other bands. Some of these bands she's done collaborations with, some of these artists she's done collaborations with, and she sees them have an artistic freedom, and she's like, well, I'm here. At some point, does she say, it's now my time to explore myself? Maybe. She does. She's done a lot of collaborations, you know, when she's with someone like Alina Scissorhands, Tatiana from Ginger, these other artists who are doing stuff that is so unique and different. And she's like, they get to do everything. And I'm the harsh vocalist of Arch Enemy. Now, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that's the case, but as an artist, sometimes it is very difficult to be an artist, even a successful artist, and not say, I've done this for 12 years. The sound itself has developed, but it hasn't changed. Maybe it's time. And I'm sure this is a conversation that she's had with the members of Arch Enemy going on months, years. This video was not shot last week. This song wasn't recorded and developed in a couple days. This is a 6-minute and 43-second video that has practical effects. This could have been done all the way back in January. This could have been in the works all year as part of the natural development. Now, what does this have in store for Arch Enemy? Who knows? Maybe it's time for them to do something new. You never know. This could be the best thing for both. This could be the best thing for everyone involved. At the end of the day, if you're an Arch Enemy fan, try to keep an open mind. If you say you loved Alissa and the guys from Arch Enemy as much as so many of you have said, you're also going to continue to love them during this transition. If you don't and you start spitting hate, then you never loved them to begin with. I'm going to call your shit now. Fair? Fair. All right, let's finish this out.
And brush the dust from her broken brain.
That's a Mediterranean vibe, man. That's some Valen vibes right there.
I say what the voice cannot. Is this where it ends? Here our paths must part. Just a helpless spectator am I. And I keep questioning God to drown out the ferryman's calls.
All right. Okay. So here's the plan. Here is my plan. Okay. Alissa has already put her foot. She stepped out. She's done something unique, something we haven't heard from her. Super melodic. I've said in every Arch Enemy reaction I've done since I started my first one, going all the way back 4 years ago, I said, I wish they showed off more of her melodic. I think she's got a beautiful melodic voice, but that's something that we haven't seen a lot of. This is her stepping out in something that is non-traditional. There's some Valen style. There's some blues, jazz, cultural, heritage style vibes in there. There's some Mediterranean love in there. Different aspects. Really enjoy the vibe in this. Now, we'll see where she goes from here. Here's the thing. I just said, for all of you out there, I'm going to say this one more time. I'm going to agree with you. If you've been a fan of Arch Enemy's sound and you say you love this band, and I've seen so many people in the comments of my previous Arch Enemy reactions where you're like, nothing but love, 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 love. Oh, greatest, greatest, greatest. Oh, this is the greatest. Oh, I'm da da da. All that fanboy stuff, right? If you give this woman crap, you never loved her to begin with. And I'm going to do the same. She's put something out that's very unique and different. Now, already, Arch Enemy has said, we're new beginning in 2026. What happens with that? We have no idea. They may do something completely different. They may go back to their same stuff with a new singer. We don't know. So this is what we're going to do. We are not going to judge either side. We're going to enjoy this transition. We're going to enjoy something new, something different. We're going to support both. That's how we roll here. So to Alissa, love what you're doing. I love that it's different. I love that it's uniquely you. Now, in the same respect, when Arch Enemy does whatever they plan to do, we need to have an open mind and support them the same way. Deal? All right, so I'm going to be back in a couple months. They said it's going to be around 2026, so that could be any time during that time. In a couple of months, we'll start looking for it. Whatever comes out, we'll be ready for it. We're going to do the same thing. Fair? Fair. All right, everybody. If you enjoyed that, I'll have all the information in the description below. So yeah, just made the announcement. Just dropped the first new Alissa. That's what I'm going to say. It's not a new video, not a new song. It's a new Alissa. It's completely different than anything she's ever done. The only thing that's similar is she did a little bit of harsh vocal, but even that was a little different. So there you go. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this smoke ball together. We'll see you later.